everybody, Chris from Stay Dry Roofing, along with
Damian King.
And we are still living in the good old attic space here, right? But there's a next topic, especially as we start heading into these winter months, okay?
Cold.
It's getting cold. That's also why we're filming these attic videos in the winter time.
Yeah,
Okay?
inside.
Yes, inside, yeah. Nonetheless, there's something that happens in Indy. Obviously, we get wind, we get hail and stuff in spring, summer, fall, but then winter comes. And sometimes it can present another new challenge for homes and for homeowners, okay? I'm going to throw the term out there, and maybe you can give us some insight on this, okay? It's this term called ice damming, okay? Now, I don't know as a homeowner if you've ever heard this term before, but I guarantee you've seen it, or once you've seen it, know what it is, it's very noticeable, okay? So can you give us a brief description on what is ice damming?
Happy to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so generally when a customer calls me and they say, hey, Damian, I think I have a leak. Well, when I come out to the house, on the exterior wall, I'll see that there's staining up right where the wall and the ceiling come together, and it, kind of goes across there. Well, that's a telltale sign that we probably have what's called ice damming going on. What ice damming is in wintertime, when you have snow on your roof and it melts and goes down into the gutters, well, it actually starts damming up there, right? So what happens is you have your gutters full of ice and snow. Well, what happens is water's looking for a place to go, right? So what it does is it's going to want to creep back up inside underneath those shingles, and wood's a tree, right? Well, wood wants to absorb water. That's its job. That's what it does. Yep. So that's what it does on your eaves. So it's going to pull all that water in from those gutters. It's going to saturate your decking, and then it's going to start dripping down on your drywall inside and start causing staining. So that's usually the telltale sign for ice damming.
Okay, so if you're a homeowner out there or you're watching this video, and if you've noticed a lot of snow or ice in your gutters, or maybe you even have a valley that kind of comes down by your door or whatever the case is, and a lot of snow and ice are sitting there, would you recommend at least having someone take a look at that in the attic space to make sure it's not wicking back up in there before it gets to the point where it's dripping?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're seeing stuff on the outside and know that this is a potential from that, then definitely get somebody out there, because you need to rectify that before it gets expensive, for sure.
Okay, cool. And I love what you said, how, the decking or even the gutter board, the wood behind your gutters. A lot of people, you have your soffits, those are your overhangs, they're made of wood as well. How that snow and ice hits that wood's a tree made of wood. It tries to soak in that moisture. During the day, it might get above 32, so it melts. And then at night it drops, and then it refreezes.
Yep.
I know we've talked a lot about this too.
Expanding
It
and
expands,
contracting.
yeah,
Exactly.
right? So that water, when it freezes, expands. Then the next day happens, and it soaks more up, and it keeps getting worse and worse and worse.
It just starts deteriorating the plywood. Yep.
Okay. So in your opinion, if you're noticing that someone's having the issue with ice damming, what would be a few quick things that you might recommend, or maybe some common things that you can help with someone with this process?
Yeah, generally when we run into this problem, Chris, it's usually from a house that really isn't up to code.
Okay.
Some things have happened over the last few years where code upgrades have said you need to start having drip edge and gutter aprons around your house. What this is a piece of metal that actually follows your roof line down and then drops into the gutter area and protects any of that moisture wicking back up into your plywood.
Okay, so that could be something as, I don't want to say simple, but it seems simple.
Fairly simple,
right?
yeah.
That could be a huge layer of protection.
Massive.
Unfortunately, if they don't have it, there's probably a good chance there might be some decking, they call it sheathing or sheeting, whatever, that might need to be replaced. And unfortunately, that means a few shingles have to be replaced.
Exactly.
If it's an older roof and they're brittle, then you got to keep going further up, right? So again, if you're talking to a homeowner real quick, and if you're watching this, thank you guys. What would be your recommendation if they're noticing or they have a concerns? What would be your recommendation for them?
Get a qualified contractor out to take a look. 100%. If it's not us, make sure that they know what they're doing, because it's very important to get these issues handled before it gets even more costly.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And again, guys, if you're ever noticing a lot of ice buildup, or you don't have this thing called drip edge or gutter apron, it's pretty common to tell if you maybe search YouTube or look
Yeah,
up
you
some
just
pictures,
pull up that
right?
bottom layer of shingles, and you'll see a piece of metal in there, and you'll know if you've got it or not.
Okay. But again, if you're noticing any of that, we'd love the opportunity to come out, at least take a look. It's free, right, to do an
100%.
inspection, making sure that this problem doesn't get worse in time. So again, I'm Chris, and this is
Damian King.
And Damian. If someone would like to have you come out and double check this ice damming concern or potential issue, how could they reach you?
You reach me one of two different ways. You can reach me at my cell phone at 765-357-1900 or through email at dking@staydryroofing.com.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And once again, this is Attic Talk. Hope we're helpful, and we'd love to see you in the future. Thanks guys.
again.
Bye.